Lisker.
Mr. Speaker, we all know the lengths the Prime Minister went to in his attempt to get a seat at the UN Security Council. The money he spent, the political capital he used, the tenacity he showed. The Prime Minister, his ministers, even civil servants were relentless in the campaign for the Prime Minister's vanity seat. Now, it didn't work, but the entire world knew the Prime Minister wanted this. So here's my question. Will the Prime Minister use that same focus, that same determination, and that same zeal in his fight to ensure that Keystone XL, a project that will create thousands of real jobs for Canadians, gets built?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, that is a project that I have supported for the past 7 years. I actually went down to Washington, D.C. to speak to a room full of Democrats before I was Prime Minister to talk about how important that project is for Canadian energy security and for American energy security. I will continue to bring that up. We continue to work on it. I brought it up in the conversation with President-elect Biden in our very first conversation. We will continue to work together on fighting climate change, on assuring energy security, and on building a better future for all of our citizens.
The honourable member for Portage-Lisker.
Well, the problem is the Prime Minister has said so many negative things about Canadian oil and gas and done so many things to kill jobs in the Canadian energy sector that nobody believes him or trusts him to do anything to stand up for these jobs in Canada. Conservatives don't trust him, and I promise you, Canadian families and energy workers do not trust this Prime Minister. So will he stand up today and will he guarantee that he is as committed to Keystone XL pipeline and making sure that it gets built as he was to his vanity UN seat?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
See, Mr. Speaker, here's the problem Conservatives face. Anytime someone talks about doing right by the environment or building a greener or cleaner future, they think it's an attack on workers and on the oil sands and on our energy industry, when indeed moving forward on protecting the environment is the best way to ensure jobs and security for our energy workers and our energy industries. We know that international investors and consumers are looking for people with plans, with resolve, and with a lower carbon future. That is what we are working on building right across the country. The energy and the environment and economy go together.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, here's the problem Canadians face. This Prime Minister had a state dinner with President Obama, but Obama cancelled Keystone XL, Mr. Speaker. The government is running a whole-of-government campaign to find Bill Morneau a retirement job at the OECD. The Prime Minister toured the world, meeting with despots for his UN Security Council bid, but only one phone call for the thousands of jobs that rely on Keystone XL. So my question is simple. Will the Prime Minister commit today to meet with as many American officials as possible to get this project done, to help Western Canada, to help Canada?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.